Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have two main objectives for this video. The first being, I wanted to share with you this month's Beauty Heroes discovery, which features the brand Graydon. And I wanted to walk you through my box of empty products that I finished up in the month of June. I'm going to leave timestamps in the description box below just because I feel like there's a lot of information that I'm going to be sharing with you today. So if you wanted to go ahead and just click to a certain product you want to hear my thoughts on, they'll be listed down below. So let's start with Beauty Heroes because there is an exciting new change that you might be interested in, and that is that they're now offering monthly subscriptions. So you can subscribe month to month to discover the featured month's brand and their hero and sidekick products. This is awesome if you're interested in experiencing just the current month's featured brand without the commitment of signing up for three months, 6 months, or a year. But if you do sign up month to month, I believe that it is offered at a higher price point. I was thinking about it today, and I am coming up on my 3-year anniversary as a Beauty Heroes brand ambassador this coming August. And I still feel the same way about Beauty Heroes as I did when I first was invited to become a brand ambassador. And they're just the quality of the products, the quality of the customer service, the founder Jeannie, like the whole team, they are amazing. And I can't believe that we're going on 3 years, and I'm just so thankful for them. And they've introduced me to so many brands that I love dearly now that I wouldn't have come across on my own. Especially, as someone who was living overseas, I didn't have access in person to a lot of the brands that I was interested in. So my love affair started with them in Korea, and it's still continuing very strongly here in Hawaii. So with that said, let me introduce you to July's beauty discovery. This is from the brand Graydon Skincare. It's a plant-powered skincare brand from Canada. The hero product this month is the Fullmoon serum. And as you can see, I have made quite a dent in this already. It's designed to protect against pollution and to reveal brighter, tighter, and even-toned appearance. I have a couple of serums in my current rotation right now that have been working for me. I've been using them for several months. So I wasn't so quick, or I wasn't in need of another serum. And so when I first received this, I opened it up and I decided to try it out on my neck and chest area because I've been breaking out a little bit here. I don't know if it's from the sweat or what have you. I'm not sure. But they're like tiny little breakouts, and I just wanted to start using this right in this area to see if I would notice any changes. And then if I liked the results, I would have been more open to moving it up towards my face. This is why I made the dent I have in this, because this has really just cleared up whatever the heck was going on my chest here. And then I started using a little bit on my back too, because randomly I would get breakouts there. And I think it has to be from the sweat, because I don't know that I ever had back knee when I was living in Korea. I don't think so. But yeah, I live in a warm place, a place that's warm year round, and maybe that's contributing to it. I don't know, but oh my gosh, yeah, it's made a notable difference on my skin. So when I started using this on my skin in the mornings and in the evenings, what I have noticed is that my skin just felt really plump and hydrated. I would love to share kind of more of my experience with you guys when I'm done with it in a future Empties video. So the sidekick product is the Green Cream, and this is a phytoretinol clarifying complex. So it's not retinol from vitamin A, I believe. I think it's plant-based retinol. So it's supposed to rival vitamin A without the aggressive side effects. And this can be used as a moisturizer, and it's especially targeted for those with oily, congested, and acne-prone skin. So here is what this product looks like. And what you may or may not see is that once you start rubbing it in, it turns white. And I found that on my skin, just rubbing it kind of helps it not to absorb. You see that? You see how that little dot turned into this? So what I found was when I would use it on my face, I would have to tap it in to spread it out. And it takes a bit of time. And at first it feels very, very tacky. But once it absorbs, it feels, my skin feels really, really smooth. And the tackiness does go away. Now, I haven't really found a place for this in my routine, at least not a permanent one, because using this alone after the serum, or any other serum actually, it leaves my skin feeling a little bit tight. And I wonder if it's because this is better suited for those with oilier skin. I have more dry skin. My experience with this is very, very limited. And so yeah, I would be happy to share more as I spend more time with it. What was also included in this month's discovery is Graydon's Face Glow. This is a tinted moisturizer, primer, and illuminator. As you can see, I have not opened it yet because I honestly forgot that this was in the box. But yeah, I'm definitely going to test it out and I'll let you know. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the products that I finished up in the month of June. And you guys, I love filming Empties videos just because, I don't know, like doing first impressions of stuff, it makes me anxious because I want to be able to provide you guys with feedback after really getting to know a product. And what better time to share that than after I've used up the entire thing, right? So I'll start with two products that are not new to my Empties at all because I've gone through multiple tubes of these. And it's the Thinksport sunscreen. This is SPF 50 plus, and I like the one for kids from this brand. And the reason I like it for kids, I mean, the adult one, the kids one, and the baby one, they all have the same formula. It's just they differ in scents. I forget which scent the adult one is, but the kid one, I believe, smells like, it's grapefruit or papaya. I forget. These are empty now, so what is this? So this sunscreen is our family's sunscreen of choice. Actually, Brandon didn't really have a big say in it. It's just, this is the one that I keep buying for our family. And it has 20% zinc oxide. That is the main ingredient. And it is water resistant up to 80 minutes. So we wear this for pretty much anything where we're outside for extended periods of time. So when we go hiking, when we go to the beach, especially if we're going into the water, when we would surf, we would use this. We're going stand-up paddling tomorrow with some friends. We're going to be using this. And these are nice because you can travel with them and stick it on a carry-on if you want, because this is 3 fluid ounces each. I don't think I've ever gotten a sunburn using this. And also, obviously, if I'm good about reapplying it. I would say the only con about this sunscreen is that, you know, because it has a zinc oxide, it's a mineral-based sunscreen versus a chemical one, it's hard to blend, and it leaves a very prominent white cast on your face. But that's expected with this ingredient list. So, I mean, it's not something that I'm disappointed by. You know, I bought it, I knew what I was going into when I purchased these. And I don't always dunk I should really say I rarely put my face in the water when we go to the beach. I'll like get my body wet, but I don't like the salt water on my face. I just don't like that feeling. I reserve this for my face when I'm doing something in the water, such as surfing or stand-up paddleboarding tomorrow. We go through so many of these, and I know I'm going to continue to repurchase them. It's to the point where I just want to be sponsored by them because this is all we use on our bodies. So the next product is the deluxe size sample of MUN's Anarose Hydrating Rose Toner. My last Empties video, May 2019, I'm like 99% sure I featured the full-size version of this. Because I know I finished up a full-size one not too long ago. I have a full-size one in my current rotation right now in my medicine cabinet. And yeah, this one, where did I take this? I took this on my trip to Oahu. That's where it was. And then whatever I had left, I finished up at home. I really like this toner because it's very gentle. It's got hyaluronic acid in it, so it's hydrating. It also contains a willow bark extract, so it's like a light exfoliation. I started using this in a way that was new to me, and what I mean by that is I was reading articles and doing research on how if you have sensitive skin, it might be a good idea to just either cleanse your face by splashing it with water and not using a cleanser, or just cleansing with a gentle toner. So I was like, oh, I would love to try, like, experiment with that using Anarose, and that's what I started doing. So what I do is I spray some of this on a cotton pad, and then I would use it to swipe and remove the dirt and whatever might be sitting on my face from sleeping. And yeah, I like it because I feel like it doesn't overstrip my skin. God, I love all the products in the MUN line. I mean, there's not one product in their line that doesn't work for my skin. And this is something that is just always going to be in my collection or in my rotation at some point or another. So next up, we've got this body butter from the brand LHAMOUR. This is the first natural skincare brand out of Mongolia. This product is handmade, and it is especially made for those with dry skin and or eczema. So I have a story behind this product. I received it as PR, and I'd never heard of this brand before, but the woman that contacted me, her name is Tracy, and Tracy, if you're watching this, hi. She was just so lovely to correspond with, and she is a huge, if not maybe the only reason I said yes to receiving this as PR. So she doesn't work for this brand, but she works for a consulting firm that represents this brand and I guess other indie green beauty brands. But I mean, her emails to me, they just felt so personal. And it turns out that she's actually one of my viewers, and she mentioned how she was watching my videos from when I was in Korea and how cool it's been to watch my journey from Korea to me talking about wanting to move to Maui and now being here. And so I really appreciated the personal touch and the thoughtfulness she put into her emails. It didn't just feel like another brand reaching out to another, influencer to try to get them to review products. She made mention of how aware she is that I am very intentional and selective about the products that I let into my life. And her knowing that and offering this product to me, I felt confident about wanting to try it because I felt like she knew who she was talking to. You know what I mean? I'm so glad I took Tracy up on her offer of using this because this turned out to be one of the best body butters I've ever used. In all honesty though, my first impressions of it, like when I first took it out, I don't know, maybe I just got spoiled with products in like really like hefty luxe packaging. So this is made of plastic, and when I first opened it up, I didn't think that it was anything like super. I wasn't wowed by the packaging, and I wasn't wowed by the scent. It does have this sort of, I guess, like herbally medicinal scent, but it's not one that like gives me a headache or anything like that. The texture, something about it made me, I was a little bit wary about putting it on because I thought, man, is this going to be one of those products that just kind of like sits on top of the skin and makes me feel like I'm wearing a body oil? And you guys know how I feel about body oils for the most part. I don't really like them. But the way that this performs on my skin, it's overcompensated for how I feel about the scent. And it got to a point where that wasn't even an issue anymore. I didn't even care about it anymore. Despite how quickly it melts into an oil once I scoop it out, as soon as I put it on my body, it's just, I give it maybe like not even 2-3 minutes and it just sinks in, and I can feel how silky smooth my skin is, like all day long, without it feeling like there's product on top of my skin. So I would actually buy this with my own money. And I think it's very reasonably priced. And so I just wanted to say thank you so much, Tracy, for sending this my way. And it was a really nice, I don't remember when I opened this, but it's been a nice long, however many months with this product. So thank you so much. So the next product is from Pai. This is the Chamomile and Rosehip Calming Day Cream. And I know this packaging looks a bit disheveled right now, but I will explain why. So this is a facial moisturizer, and I was drawn to this brand. I'd never tried anything from Pai before. I've seen them and heard about them for a good amount of time now. And so it wasn't like a brand new, whoa, what is this brand sort of thing. But the reason I was drawn to them is because the brand's motto is we understand sensitive skin. And, you know, I am drawn to products that cater to dry or eczema prone skin. Not because I have eczema on my face, but I just feel like if it's okay for people with eczema, then it's probably going to be okay for my sensitive reactive skin. So not only does this brand understand sensitive skin, I was also very intrigued by the fact that they offer free shipping in the US. They offer a 90-day guarantee. So if you don't like the product, you can send it back, and with free returns. So yeah, I was already curious about this brand. I felt like I had nothing to lose, so it was easy for me to make this purchase in the event that this product didn't meet my needs and expectations. I wanted to point out two of the claims that this product makes on their site, and one is that it calms the appearance of, or it calms the risk of irritation, and it also helps calm the redness that comes from reactive skin. And I feel like this product does exactly that. And I thought long and hard about this. I think I can confidently say that this is probably my favorite or the best day cream that I have ever used for my face. There's something special about the way that this product absorbs into my skin. I think I use about 2 pumps, and it's not even a ton of product, but then once I start massaging it into my face, first of all, it feels thick and rich enough, but not to the point where it feels heavy. And then once it's all spread, it just like sinks in, and it sinks in a way where like my skin is not in need after. So like, I mean, it's very early, but let me just show you this green cream, for example. It's harder to blend, right? But then like after I get it in, my skin, it feels really nice. It feels smooth. It feels kind of almost like wet and plump, but not too much later, I feel like I need to go and like, you know, put on another layer of a different moisturizer. But with this one, it's like just enough. Like it's perfect for my skin. It almost like dries matte. I know that some moisturizers like kind of tend to leave a little bit of a sheen where I could feel shiny, but then by the time, you know, I put on my makeup and I powder up, like I'm fine. But like on days where I don't wear makeup and I just wear this and I'm walking around the house, like I don't feel like I'm this like super shiny faced person. Man, when this was done, I was actually, I was bummed. I was bummed that I was finished with this product. But then again, like there was a part of me that was excited because that meant I could sit down and tell you about it. Okay, so now to explain why this looks the way that it does. I found that towards the end of its life, I was pumping in, I wasn't getting as much product out of it, right? So I unscrewed it naturally to see if I could scoop it out. And then it took some time, but the reason it looks like this is because it comes in this like airtight plastic, I don't know, what would you call this? And I guess if I really wanted to, I can cut this up and just dig it out, but I don't think I'll be doing that. I mean, what's nice is it's going to make this part of the bottle very easy to recycle because it's clean. It's already cleaned out for me. Another part of the reason why I was bummed when I was done with this is because I have 2 other moisturizers in my rotation right now, which I really also enjoy as well. So it's not like I'm in need, but I also knew that going into it, like once I finish this, I wouldn't purchase a new moisturizer until the ones that I currently have are finished as well. So it'll be months before I could repurchase this again, but hands down, definitely there's no question about it. I'm going to buy another bottle of this. Let's see, I opened this on February 12th, so it lasted me like 4+ months, not quite 5 months. And my next order with this, I also want to try their facial cleanser and their hand cream and their toner. I love this so much that I feel very confident about the rest of their line too. So the next product is from the brand Rejuvi, and this is the K facial cleanser. This is a gel cleanser. I guess it's similar in color to the Graydon Fullmoon serum. And this contains an AHA, let's see, glycolic acid, that's what it is. Yeah, it's a very, very mild gel cleanser. It's also got aloe vera gel and cucumber extract, and it is ideal for those with sensitive and or dry skin. I totally bought this because of Narita Joy, and I went through a phase of just like binging a bunch of her videos. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with her, she is she's from Australia, but she's now based in, I think, LA area, and she's a celebrity esthetician. She has a YouTube channel here where she just very generously shares her knowledge of being an esthetician. And what I've learned from her, I guess the thing that really changed for me since watching her videos, and she has a ton of videos where she's actually performing treatments on her clients, and you can watch the entire process, and she's just educating you while she's doing her work. But yeah, from her I learned the art of cleansing, I guess, like really just taking my time to cleanse. And although I feel like I am already pretty meticulous with my cleansing, I feel like Narita Joy brought it to another level. There are certain products in her line that I feel like she uses on a lot of her clients, and this just happened to be one of them, which is why I picked it up. And for the size, this is 7.04 fluid ounces. It was fairly affordable. I think it was like 20 something. I'm not entirely sure. I'll leave a link below. Texture and performance wise, it reminds me a lot of Jordan Samuel's the Matinee Gel Cleanser. So the description for this product says that you can use it to remove makeup, but in my experience, I just really prefer to use a cleansing oil or a cleansing balm to get off the makeup. I have tried removing makeup with this with the washcloth, but I found myself using many pumps, many more pumps than I would if I was using a scoop of a cleansing balm, or maybe 1 or 2 pumps of a different cleansing oil. So the way that I prefer to use it was as a morning cleanse, not first thing in the morning, but as my cleanser after a workout. Now, I said this was similar to Jordan Samuel's Matinee Gel Cleanser, and I feel the same way about that cleanser as I do about this. It's okay, it's good, it's just not my favorite. I think I have other cleansers that I prefer way more, so I don't think I'll be repurchasing this, but it's not because I had a negative reaction to it or anything. It's just there are other products that I love way more. The next product is also a Narita Joy inspired purchase, also from the brand Rejuvi K Flavonoid Complex. This is described as a gel serum with nutrients that's supposed to strengthen and heal the skin. I think Narita Joy uses this on clients after she does a more a deeper treatment with them, whether it's a chemical peel or a laser peel. This is the stuff that goes in after to feed and nourish the skin. And she has a way of saying K flavonoid. Every time I would go and use this product, I hear her voice. And what's funny is I was watching her video for months before I picked up any of these products, but I found myself saying this as I was putting it into my cart to check it out. I think this was the product that I was most curious about. Oh, and the Rejuvi exfoliating mask. I also bought that too. It's not empty, so I don't have it with me today, but that is in my current collection. I try to mask with that once a week. So I just wanted to show you the color. I have very little bit. It's this brown liquid, and the way that it smells, okay, so it doesn't smell bad, but it smells like, I don't know, I guess what my mom's face would smell like when I would smell her face as a kid growing up. It reminds me of a Shiseido or a Lancome product. That's what it is. It kind of reminds me of a Lancome product. So before I tell you what I liked about this product, let me tell you what I didn't like. I hated it, actually. And it is this cheap packaging. And I say that because this really drove me crazy. Let's see if I can show you. So if you look up close, right, it's got this silver coating, right? But it has just been peeling non-stop. So what would happen is I would pump this product out, and even if I was really careful, I would purposely avoid the areas where it is really chipped. Right there, right? And there were times where I would set this on my counter and just pump it out this way just so that I'm not touching any part of the silver, because all these little specks, they end up on my face. And so after I put the serum on my face and I moisturize it, I'm now then looking into the mirror and like going like this, trying to catch the silver in the light to pick them off my skin. So annoying. And when I would set it on the counter to pump it out, it would just like spray and like squirt really far on my counter, and then I would have to clean it up, and it's a brown liquid, right? And we've got like beige walls. That really drove me crazy. The other thing that I disliked about this product is that it pilled a ton underneath my favorite moisturizer. And if it came down to the two, this is the thing that I want on my face for the rest of the day. So then I decided to use this only in the evenings, and then it was fine with my nighttime moisturizer. So what I liked about this product when I would put it on in the evenings is how my skin looked and felt the morning after. So it just felt healthy and hydrated, and it like, my skin had like bounce to it, you know what I mean? When I would use something that's drying on my skin, like the green cream, I could kind of see that, like, if I went like this with my skin, you would see like the fine lines, like as if my skin looked dehydrated. But with the flavonoid complex, my skin just looked plump, and I love that feeling, which is why I put up with, you know, the strong fragrance and the terrible packaging. I'm on the fence about repurchasing this because, yeah, I liked how my skin felt, but do I want to put up with this silver flaking off situation? I don't know. I'm still sitting on that. For the time being, I'm not in a rush to repurchase it, but I'm also not saying a definitive no about whether or not I will buy this again. So the next product is from the brand Beneath Your Mask, and this is the Heel Whipped Skin Souffle, and this is a very luxurious body butter that I finished. This was a limited edition Beauty Heroes discovery that was released before the holidays last winter, and it's supposed to hydrate and strengthen the skin. It's got antioxidants in it and antibacterial properties, and it's a really nice, thick, very thick body butter. I really enjoyed this, and I was bummed when I finished it. I mean, I love the scent. To me, it smells like key lime pie. It's got that like really fresh, actually like lemon lime, you know, that citrus hit that's not, it's just like such a nice wake up, you know, like after working out and taking a shower and putting this on, it just felt so nice. I also really like the jar it comes in. It's like pretty hefty and weighty. So using this felt like I was taking care of myself and pampering myself. This lasted me quite a while, between 6 to 7 months, and I did use other products alongside this. So it's not like I used this exclusively for 6 to 7 months and it lasted me the whole time. I am still using the Agent Nature body serum, which I love as well. And while I was testing that out, I kind of put a pause to this. I'm so thankful to Beauty Heroes because I wouldn't have discovered this brand without them. I didn't know who they were before. But I really hope that I can, you know, buy this one day. It's a bit out of my price range. It's a little bit, it's next level, but I would love to be able to use this product again in the future. So the next product we got here is David's Natural Toothpaste, and it looks like this because this toothpaste comes with the key that you put at the end of the tube, and then you turn it so that you can squeeze out every little bit of product. But yeah, this is their new one. Their original one comes in more of like a light blue tube. This one is a very, very light gray, and the toothpaste itself is gray in color. I like this toothpaste because it tastes and it performs most closely to like your conventional, traditional toothpaste. I've tried like a handful of other natural brands, and some of them are just kind of gross. But yeah, David, the flavor is great, formula is great. Their packaging is eco-friendly, which is why you're able to roll it up like this. You wouldn't be able to do this to this extent with, you know, a plastic tube one. It's made of aluminum, and it's recyclable. I bought this one at the Natural Products Expo in California back in March. Yeah, they were offering it at a discount because I think it was just released then, or it was like releasing around that time. So I got to pick up, and it was like, I think everyone was limited to 2 tubes per person. So I picked up one of this and one of the regular one for like $5, because normally they run around $10 or close to. If you guys have watched my previous Empties video, like, you know that I've gone through many tubes of the original David's toothpaste, and compared to the first one, I mean, I wasn't able to tell the difference. Like, the taste is similar. I didn't notice that my teeth looked any whiter just because this one has charcoal in it. And I guess the only thing that I did notice is the difference in the packaging. I don't know if they changed something about this tube, but the original one, you guys, it kind of drove me nuts because I would be so careful just to squeeze out a little bit, right? Just the amount that I would need. But the old packaging, it would just keep, like, the toothpaste would just keep coming out. So I had to keep capping it right away. I felt like this one was a little bit better about just releasing product on its own. I do have one more tube of this in my backup collection, and that's because I received it in the Beauty Heroes, the Earth Day kit with like all the zero waste essentials. And I was really happy to see another tube of this because I wish I bought more of this when I was at the Natural Expo. Not that I could have, because it was only limited to 2, but maybe I should have sent Brandon to go buy 2 more. Alright, so the last product, I think we might be kind of ending on an underwhelming note. This is a day cream from the brand Grown Alchemist. Reminds me a lot of like Aesop's packaging. But yeah, this is a deluxe size sample of their hydra-repair day cream with camellia and geranium. And I received this when I purchased the Away suitcase, the mini. You could get just the suitcase, or you can get it with like the kits. They had different kits, and I think I got the beauty or skincare kit. Yeah, this is one of the products that was inside of there. So for several reasons, I was not interested in using this on my face, even though this is a facial moisturizer. And when I think back on it, I think there were a few factors at play. One being that I had the Away mini suitcase sent to my parents' house in New York. So I was going to go and pick it up from them when I was visiting last winter. So I don't like to play around or mess around with new skincare when I'm traveling, because I kind of expect my skin to freak out a little bit anyway, especially on the flight, you know, adjusting to like the air in the air in the airplanes and different water and, you know, time zone switches and all of that. So I like to go in and use like my trusted and true skincare. So I wasn't about to mess around and try this out while I was there. On top of that, I think I hadn't ever really heard anything about this brand, and I didn't know anyone in my real life that ever talked about it or reviewed it. And so it just kept sitting. It just kept sitting in my valet. And then one day I just opened it up and decided that I would try it out as a hand cream. And I kept it by my desk or like my computer in the dining room. And then whenever, after I was done doing dishes and I sat down to work, I would just grab this and use it on my hands and use it around my cuticles. And I really like it as a hand cream because it absorbs really, really well. And I think it even says, the product description for this is that it's supposed to give you like that velvety smooth finish. And I definitely felt that on my hands. This little tube, which is 0.4 fluid ounces, it lasted longer than I expected it to. I thought I would be done with this in a week, but no, I think I used it for a pretty long time. I didn't mark any dates or anything, but yeah, I guess this is more my question to you. Have you guys tried anything from this brand, or have you tried this product in particular? And if you have, I'm curious to hear about what your experience was like. Grown Alchemist. Yeah, so leave me a comment down below. So those are all my products that I finished up in the month of June. You guys know I love sitting down and being able to tell you in as much detail as I can about all of these products. But the other part of filming an Empties video that I love is the fact that I can just let all this go and I don't have to hoard or hold on to trash anymore. So I'm so excited to declutter all of this. So I'd love to know if you have any products that you love that you finished up recently, or if you have any product recommendations from me. I'd love to hear about them down below. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!